Alrighty, now microphone are to be working here. The first Ford Mustang GT by Kyle Weatherman out on the Speedway. Here is the Iron Thunder Racing Network line here from Talladega Superspeedway, the Iron Thunder Racing League Rush Series. Chase race number 1. And we have beautiful weather, 83 degree ambient temperature, 104 degrees on the track temperature, as we have our first 4 qualifiers crossing the start-finish line. Sylvain Jolly to the top of the board, 53.579. David Jedlicka, second quick, 53.9028. He'll drop to third. Kyle Weatherman to the board, top of the board, 53.472. 53.472. We'll have the 19 car out on the Speedway. I'll be Uncle Donald Sadusky, sporting the Red Flame Snap-on ride here this evening. As he crosses the stripe, he will go P2 with a 53.494. 25 car on the back straightaway right now. It is Roger, the Dodger Diebold. He makes his way into turn number 3. Middle ways down the back straightaway. Heavy hitter and contender here for the pole is the 87 of Raymond Rittenauer. And the Lucky Dogs Doggy Daycare J. Cobb Chevrolet Camaro. He is on his out lap. High, wide, and handsome on the Speedway, getting as much momentum as he can. Donald Sadusky goes P3. Roger Diebold in the 25. He'll settle in right now for the 8th spot with a 53.970. 53.970. Fast lap here for the 87 Raymond Rittenauer. Looks like it is taking place, as he is hugged down at the bottom of that yellow line as he exits the Speedway in turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He'll let the car drift up to about middle of the racing surface. He'll get ready to dive off into corner number 3 here. Talladega Superspeedway showing speeds of 181 into turn number 3. Once again, all the way down to the bottom of that yellow line, as close as you can get without dipping those tires off. He'll exit out of the corner number 4, staying down in that bottom groove. He will drop down below the yellow line here in the apron of the Speedway across the start-finish line, and he will go P6, 53.514, and qualifying is over. Monin Rahman sneaks in at a 53.365. He will go to the top of the board. So your front row going to look like this. 44 car of Monin Rahman. One second while they load up. Row number 1, we'll find the 44 of Monin Rahman on the inside, on the pole to his outside of the 6 car, first form. Ford Mustang GTW Kyle Weatherman. Row number 2, the 09 Navy Chevrolet Camaro of Dave Matson on the inside to the outside. 19 Snap-on Chevrolet, it'll be Donald Sadusky. Row number 3, we'll find the 93. It'll be scored to you as the 5 of Joey Gase, the Carolina Cooker. Agri Supply Company on the hood of that machine. Who is outside of the 87 of Raymond Rittenauer. Row number 4, we're going to find the, row number 4, we'll find the 18 car, that'll be Randy Codwell. on the Premier side, who is outside of the 08 of Sylvain Jolly. Row number 5, the 63 Young Gun, Storm Patterson, will start on the inside. Who is outside will be 74 of John Garrett. Row number 6, the 82 of David Jedlicka, to his outside, the 36 of Treston. Row number 7, 13, Mike Klosterhoos, to his outside, the 25 of Roger the Dodger Debold. Row 8 will find Christopher Gale in the 24 car, who is outside with a 46 of Chris Vince Wood. Row number 7 will be the 21 of Sam Green, to his outside will be the 69 of Matt Hendricks. Row number 10 will find the 2 of Alex Little and 9 of Adam Schroen. 20. Well, we have 31 cars set to do battle here. Got them racked and stacked. Look at that front row of Monty Rahman and Kyle Weatherman. We are set to run 70 laps here at Talladega Superspeedway. No caution breaks for stages. Remember, these guys have no quick fix. The car is what they got. They destroyed on lap 1. That's all she wrote. They'll have plenty of time to get it repaired. But your chances of winning out the window. Pace car's off. You see the new pit lights recently installed here. As the field gathers up 2 by 2, nose to tail. Mon and Rahman back in the gas. Here we go. The Alabama 186 underway. Rahman going to lead them into turn number 1 at a 44 Chevrolet Camaro. Already the 87 of Rittenauer to the bottom side of the racetrack. That'll leave Sadusky and Weatherman all by their lonesome on the top side. There'll be a 3-4 car gap back to the 08 of Sylvain Jolly. And 24 of Christopher Gale already electing to take that car to the rear of the field. 09 Dave Matson thought about making a move to the outside of that 44 of Rahman. He'll hold it strong as the outside starts to gather momentum on the top side of the speedway. And the 6 of Kyle Weatherman will pull back alongside that 44 of Monty Rahman. As we head through the tribal here, start and finish line all the way at the other end. A unique characteristic of Talladega Superspeedway. Lap number 1 of the Alabama 186 goes to the 44 of Rahman. As we continue here on lap number 2, bottom side with the advantage. Right now, everybody content to ride along. See a little bit of snaking down that back straightaway. Dave Matson had a run. He'll put himself 3 wide in the middle. We have room to jump up in that second lane. He sort of did. That'll push the other way to Sylvain Jolly. High, wide, and handsome on the racetrack. No room for error. Oh, he'll follow back in line. Now by the 09 of Dave Matson. Matson kind of pulled his way into that second lane, forcing that 08 of Sylvain Jolly to the top. And meanwhile, lead change, the 6 of Kyle Weatherman. And now out front leading lap number 3 will be the 19 of Donald Sadusky. We'll go all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Dave Matson wanted to follow him down there. No room as the 6 of Kyle Weatherman will block the hole there. Their leader, Donald Sadusky, out front in the Snap-on Chevrolet. That 19 machine cruising down the back straightaway. We will let you know and take care of those drivers who are in, win, and you move on. For those that are in, and I had those numbers up here just a few moments ago, and for some reason lost my paperwork. But Donald Sadusky gonna head down and lead lap number 4 as the 09 of Dave Matson on the outside, trying to pull along even with the 19 of Sadusky on the bottom as we get ready to put lap number 5 on the board here at Talladega Superspeedway. Third lane trying to form up there with Kelvin Moser at 43. The 20 Bass Pro Shops Mobile 1 Ford Mustang of Travelers Rest South Carolina native Patrick Langley trying to get something going, trying to get a third groove working. And the 6 of Weatherman back to the top in front of that 09 of Dave Matson. That'll put the 44 of Rahman right there on the deck lid of the 19 of Sadusky as the 6 of Kyle Weatherman uses that move and goes back to the lead of that first form Ford Mustang. Mosier in the 36 of Ott working at third lane. 20 of Langley thought better and moved back down behind the 74 of John Garrett. See the field here, working their way out of turn number 4. Third lane trying to get rolling, trying to get that momentum building on the outside, just can't quite do it as of yet. Patrick Langley in the middle there. 3 wide momentarily. They'll go back 2 by 2. Donald Sadusky back to the front in the 19 machine. Your drivers that are vying for a championship: Kyle Weatherman, Matt Quick, Storm Patterson, Roger Diebold, Sylvain Jolly, Bailey Curry, Raymond Rittenauer, Crescent, Christopher Gale, Monin Rahman, Matt Klucherhus, and Sawyer Ott. Top 12 in points. Kyle Weatherman came in with a 7-point lead. Sawyer Ott 19 back in the 12th spot. There's your gap between the top and the bottom of your championship 12. Starting to see that track temperature come down just a bit. 101 degrees right now as these cars continue to work 2 by 2, nose to tail. Sadusky out front by himself right now by about a car length over the 09 of Dave Matson. Matson with a surge from the 08 of Sylvain Jolly. 20 of Langley getting some side draft as 63 of Patterson looking up in the extra lane there. Rittenauer way up top, high, wide, and handsome. And already here comes the 6 and the 44. Those drivers electing maybe to go back to the back of the field. They have pulled up, threw the anchor out along with the 87 of Rittenauer. The strategy already moving here. That'll put new faces in different places. 09 of David Matson, 08 of Sylvain Jolly. Side by side as they head to the start-finish line. Lap number 9 will be led by the 09 of Dave Matson. trying to get a 13 car breakaway here at Hendrick Sawyer Ott. Beat the sandwich, trying to close those two groups up. Patterson going high on the racetrack, letting by 43 of Mosier. .30 cars starting tonight's action. All 30 right now on the lead lap. 05 of Bailey Curry having trouble early going this race. He was about to go down in a lap here on the back straightaway. Hopefully they can figure out what's wrong with that machine in the stops to come. Hopefully you see that 05 machine get back on the lead lap. Moving right along, 11 on the board. The 20 of Patrick Lately will take over P. Wood. He'll dive down in front of the 09 of Dave Batson. The 05 machine tucked in now behind 69 of Matt Quick, riding with this lead pack. In line for a lucky dog. Caution should fall. You have a new fastest lap of the race. Came on lap number 9. We'll call Mississippi Sawyer out in the 35 Iron for the Racing Network car. Turned a lap of 50.138. 50.138. And the 20 going to give up the Ghost from the front. Looks like he will fall back into the pack here. That'll put the 09 of Dave Matson back to the point with the 19 of Sadusky, who was outside. 82 David Jedlicka right on the back deck lid as they exit turn number 4 and head for the trouble here. Dave Matson will lead his 5th lap, right? Patterson and Mosier on the 3rd lane. Out ahead of that 74. John Garrett. Trying to get that 3rd lane to work up there. Just 2 cars. Not much happening, but they are staying up with the lead pack so far. Oh, almost contact between Sylvain Jolly and the 46 of Benson Wood. 19 of Sadusky on that corner, pushing that 82, 36 Tresnot off the gas. It looks like he'll go back. Lap 15 getting ready to go on the board. The 82 David Jedlicka will lead his first lap here tonight in the 82. Castro Edge Chevrolet. Way down the back chute. Jedlicka still charging on that bottom side. The 08 of Sylvain Jolly, he wants to join the party on the top side in that second lane. Two laps led so far for the 82 of Jedlicka. Big road on the top side. Right now is a exit turn number 4. Lights sit on the trouble. Back out there in that high lane is that 43 of Kelvin Mosier. 20 of Patrick Langley going to lead that second group. '09 of Dave Matson and the 25 of Roger, the Dodger Diebold. 74 John Garrett. Right tucked in behind the 08 of Sylvain Jolly. At 24, Christopher Gale has quietly moved his way back up inside the top 10, currently running in the 8th spot, as he elected to go to the back of the field early here. He'll run the high lane here, right behind the 05 of Bailey Curry, who is currently in line for the Lucky Dog. Just riding here with your leaders, trying to get as much draft experience and knowledge as he can, hoping he can get back on the lead lap here and be back in competition for the win as soon as he is back on the lead lap. David Jedlicka, 3 laps led, 9 lead changes so far. Sawyer Ott still holding on the fastest lap of the race. 51.38, a 51.38. Like to see some green flag pit stops here in the 09, 94, 19. 82 Jedlicka, leader coming down pit sign. The 08 going to try to get in the a slew of them coming down pit road, led by the 82 of David Jedlicka. Everybody get down in the bottom. There goes one already, the 13. Man, what a swarm of race cars. I believe everybody got on somewhat cleanly, but all but 5 race cars on the speedway coming down pit road. .44 of Rahman had contact. Let's back it up and see what happened to the 44 machine. Rahman trying to get out of the way. Made contact with the 33, Josh Cully. Just all but 5 cars coming down pit road. Made it very, very tight quarters. 13. Back it up and see if we can. Oh, now the caution's going to come out. Caution flying. Caution out on the speedway. 36-24 on the back straightaway. But the 24 may have spun first. And then the 36 does the exact same thing. And the worst of the damage is going to go probably to the 24 of Christopher Gale. Uncharacteristic for those two guys to lose the handle on that race car coming back to the racing surface. But nonetheless, that'll bring out our first caution flag of the evening. And we score your leader, the 89 of Matt Quick, followed by the 18 of Randy Codwell. Roger the Dodger Diebold right there in third. See how the rest of the field sorts itself out as they catch up to your leaders. And maybe possible some oil had been let down in front of the 24 and 36 machine. 89 Matt Quick going to come down pit road. 25 Roger the Dodger Diebold going to stay out, along with the 6 of Kyle Weatherman. And that'll be Roger, Kyle Weatherman, John Garrett, Donnie Davis, Joey Gase, Sylvain Jolly, Sam Green, Paul Smith, Vince Wood. The 9 cars staying out on the speedway. As you see the rest of the field returning. Rahman getting some extra work done after damaging the green flag pit cycle. Our first caution flag of the night coming, as green flag pit stops were cycling out. 25 Roger the Dodger Diebold will restart from the pole. They are currently working lap 23 of 70. 48 laps remain here. As they run on the speedway, it's Roger Diebold, Kyle Weatherman, John Garrett, Donnie Davis, Joey Gase, your top 5. Louis Sylvain Jolly, Sam Green, Paul Smith, Vince Wood, and Donald Sadusky round out the top 10. 11 through 15 will find Matt Quick, Randy Codwell, David Jedlicka, John Patterson, and Matt Hendricks. 16 through 20 were Ray Rittenauer, Dave Matson, Kelvin Mosier, Matt Kluser, Treston Ott round out the top 20. 21st through 25th, we'll find Alex Little, Patrick Langley, Adam Strone, Monin Rahman, Josh Cully, Brandon Kloosterhuis in the 26th spot. 27th will be Bailey Curry. 28th, Chris Gill, Daniel Atkins, 29th, and 30th, Sawyer Wright in the 35 machine. All 30 cars now on the lead lap. You just wait for that one to go signal from the top of the flag stand. And we'll get the Alabama 186 back green flag action. Our first round of 12 here. The playoffs, so the Iron Thunder Racing League Rush Series. Waiting on the green flag. Green is out. Roger Debold on the gas. Getting a little too far out there for comfort here. 6 of Kyle Weatherman will drive right up the back deck lid of that machine, and he'll hold steady, hold the course as the field is spread out. 81 Donnie Davis out there by his lonesome. He'll drop down in front of Joey Gase. First 6 cars will go nose to tail single file down the back straightaway. 6 of Weatherman buried in the back deck lid of that 25 of Roger the Dodger Debold. Seven-car lead pack trying to break away from the rest of the field. Now Weatherman up to the outside, and he'll have no help. He'll go to the extreme third lane. Maybe he's taking this chance to fall back. He'll duck down in behind the 19. He'll have more cars coming. He'll go back to the outside and let them go. 82 Jed Lika coming up through there. Joey Gase with a big push from the 19. Can't quite get him out in front of that 25. Gase in that 93. Rear end stepped out on him just a bit. They'll lose a bunch of momentum as Roger Debold goes by with a big push from the 74 of John Garrett. Debold going to lead his 6th lap here tonight. Up to 12 lead changes. Tedeschi trying to get that 93 pushed out down in front of the 25, just having trouble here in the Vince Wood machine, having some connection issues in the 46 machine. Currently running in front of the 09 of Dave Matson. See him there on the screen. He'll tuck in behind the 82 of David Jedlicka as Field starts to double up on an outside. 5 cars, 46 cars still having some connection trouble. Diebold, Garrett Jolly on the bottom to be Gase Sadusky, Jedlicka on the top. Car and a half back, the 46 of Vince Wood, newcomer here. Trying to get his connection stabilized. As the 93 of Gase gets a big run at the start-finish line. He will now drop down in front of Roger Diebold. Take over the lead, and he'll that time by led his first lap. As the Carolina Cooker Agri Supply 93 machine goes to the front. Jedlicka and Sadusky trying to get something working up there with those 2 cars. They have no help. They'll ride right there. The field spread out a little bit. 6 of Kyle Weatherman holding on to the 11th spot. He'll suck up to the 09 of Dave, the 69 of Matt Hendricks. With a helping hand out behind him, there'll be 89 of Matt Quick. 3 car lengths behind them. Kelvin Mosier, the 24 of Christopher Gale, will head up that second pack. They try to get these 2 packs back together. Nothing working for that second lane at the moment. But not giving up is a 19 of Sadusky for the 82 of Jedlicka. Roger Diebold in that 25 looked to the outside. That put the 93 up in that second lane. Would have been no man's land. That'll put him 3rd car in line on the outside. Now 19 of Sadusky will drop down, take over the lead in front of the 25 of Roger Diebold. Tedeschi leading them down the back straightaway. 25 of Debo right there, sitting for John Garrett, hanging on. 82 David Jedlicka trying to get that top train moving. Gase almost got the 82 pushed up there. Jedlicka trying to get a run as he will at the finish line, and it will be enough to drop down in front of 19. He'll take over the lead as they enter the back straightaway here. Gase now starting to fall back as he's has no help. 13 of Kluser who's falling back as well. Apologize, have some news coming across the waiver wire. Dealing with local short track racing. As we get back to action here. David Jedlicka right now just content to stay out there. Everybody content to ride where they're at. As we put 38 laps on the board, we're down to 33. This one quickly going by as we're coming up around that action of green flag pit stops. Not too far off. A few of these drivers a few laps apart. It'll be interesting to see how long someone can stay or if we'll have somebody coming in. Everybody on the same cycle there is 93 of Gase will challenge for the lead at the start-finish line. That time by, he will lead his 4th lap. We're up to 16 lead changes. Now Gase in that 2nd lane starting to fall back just a little bit. Oh, 24. Christopher Gale to the outside. The 63. Storm Patterson going to go with him. 94 Kloosterhuis thought about it for a moment. He'll duck down in behind the other Kloosterhuis, the 13. But while that happens, the 82 of Jedlicka starts to pull away on the bottom side of the speedway. And that leaves 3 in the middle, 2 on the top. 81 of Donnie Davis out of line there. He'll try to pull up behind the 94. As the 24 and 63 give up the ghost on the high lane. They will return back to that 2nd line. 63 of Storm Patterson tucks in between the 33. Cully. Gase shuffled out all the way back there to put the 13, 94, 24. Gonna fall on back, and first few cars gonna head down pit road. 44, 6, Rahman and 05 Bailey Curry. 6 of Kyle Weatherman, 69 of Matt Hendricks. 20 of Patrick Langley already hit on the pit road. '82 Jedlicka is still leading them. The 3-car breakaway gap there between the 74 John Garrett and the 25 of Roger the Dodger Devo. Four pit stops. 82 Jedlicka. Oh, looks like he's gonna get the commitment cone. Everybody else on there safely. Jedlicka still out in the grass, as that'll turn it back over to the 89 of Matt Quick, 18 of Randy Codwell. Dave Matz will be 3rd. 43 of Kelvin Mosier will be 4th. 5th will be Ray Rittenauer, and 6th will be 35 of Sawyer Ott. Ott already coming, announced his visitation to pit road this time by. The 09 of Dave Matson peeling off, coming as well. 87 of Raymond Rittenauer will stay out, along with the 18 and the 89. Everybody else returning to the racing surface. And caution flag out on the speedway. Caution number 2 falling. Trying to find the incident on the speedway. So, couldn't quite. Trying to figure out what was the cause of the caution. And caught the caution here. Able to keep it going. Like minimum damage on the 6 machine. Another look at it from a different angle. Like the 69 may have got him in a bad spot, and he'll make contact with the 19 of Donald Sadusky. That'll jumble up the field, and we'll have to wait until we can get them all re-racked and re-stacked. Getting ready to go back to green. Have a slew of wave arounds as the 08 of Sylvain Jolly will be scored your leader. John Garrett will be to the outside. Inside of row number 2 to the 19 of Don Sadusky, to the outside of 25 of Roger Diebold. 82 David Jedlicka. We scored 1 lap down. On with Matt Hendricks in the 69. Bailey Kerr in the 05 to 6 of Kyle Weatherman. On Patterson, Christopher Gale, Patrick Langley. Right now, 22 cars on the lead lap. Admins gonna have to delay the caution here. There's some cars trapped. Cars trapped a lap down. So that should not have been due to the way the caution fell. Those drivers will get put back on the lead lap. However, they will have to start at tail end the longest line. Those drivers get moving. A few cars be a long line of cars on the inside. Due to the way the caution came out. You're getting ready to go green. We'll have a long slow crawl over to the start finish line. And we are back green with 21 laps to go. We stay green from here on out. Few people may be able to stretch it. Will they try? See it all unfold here in the next 21 laps. As Sylvain Jolly, John Garrett, Roger the Dodger Debo, the 09 of Dave Matson, the 74 newcomer John Garrett, 93 Joey Gase, Sam Green, Donnie Davis, Monin Robin, and Tristan Ott, your top 10. Single file, nose to tail, the front four. As everybody else gets it wound up, just going to try to run them down. Donnie Davis in the middle of 2 packs. Now second lane forming with the 74 of John Garrett, Joey Gase, and the 21 of Sam Green. They'll jump up. Here comes the 09 of Dave Matson. He wants to lead that second lane. Now the 74 of Garrett drops down. He'll drop to the back deck lid of the 25 of Roger the Dodger Debo. 09 Dave Matson, Joey Gase, and Sam Green. Right now, nothing going as Gase vacates that second lane. He'll drop down to the bottom behind John Garrett and that 74, while Sylvain Jolly and Donald Sadusky continue to power at the front of the field here. 09 Dave Matson, 21 Sam Green in that second lane. Still trying to get something moving. Here comes the 81 of Donnie Davis. He'll try to tack on to the end of this lead pack as he's caught the draft of the 21 of Sam Green. He'll try to make it 3 on the top. As the 2 of Alex Little. He'll be 5 laps down now on the bottom side of the racetrack, all the way down on the apron. He'll return to the racing surface on lap 52. 19 to go. The 08 of Sylvain Jolly, 19 Donald Sadusky, 25 Roger Debo, John Garrett, and the 09 of Dave Matson. Three wide further back of the pack, and around goes a 46. Caution number 3 on the Speedway. Oh, 46 bits of wood. The big move there from the 20 of Patrick Langley. That'll deserve an in-car camera angle from the Travelers Rest South Carolina native as we ride along board the 20 of Patrick Langley, the Bass Pro Shops Mobile 1 Ford Mustang. And what a move there by the 20 machine to avoid the Vincent Wood machine as he spun. Take a look as the 46 drifts up into that middle lane. The 05 of Bailey Curry comes down and makes contact with the 46 machine. Sent Vincent Wood around. That's what brought out our caution flag. So tough break for the 46th. Newcomer Vincent Wood. We are working a lap 54 of 70. Our third caution of the night. What transpires here on pit road. Green light is on. The red light is on. Dave Matson staying out on the speedway along the 18 of Randy Caldwell. Matt Quick, Josh Cully, Mosier, Sawyer Ott, Adam Schroen, Bailey Curry, Ray Rittenauer. The rest of the field joins. Quite a few cars out there saving fuel. Check in with the 18 of Randy Caldwell. Had a hot streak going, 2 in a row there in the premier side. Definitely clutching and turning that race car on and off. Saving fuel to try to make it here to the end. Leave everybody behind them from 11th on back. Right now, the way they're scored, showing Matt Kluser, who's in the 12th spot. He'll come down pit road. He'll give up 12th. Be the last car. It had 7 laps total. They've been on pit road. Shaping up to be dandy here at Talladega Superspeedway. Dave Matson will lead them to the green. Who was outside, the 18 of Randy Caldwell. Run number 2, the 89 of Matt Quick, 33. Josh Kelly on the outside. Run number 3 will find the 43 of Kelvin Mosier to his outside. McCall, Mississippi's Sawyer Ott in the 35 machine. Run number 4, the 9 of Adam Schroen to his outside. The HO Management 05 of Bailey Curry. Run number 5 will find the 87 of Raymond Rittenauer. The 08 of Sylvain Jolly. But the lights have been extinguished at the top of the iRacing.com Ford Mustang. We are coming to the green. Our third restart of the night. Race car to the safety of pit road. Dave Matson, Randy Caldwell. Caldwell, the hottest driver right now, looking for a win here in the Rush Series. As we're back on the gas and long way to get these things wound back up. And it's the 09 of Dave Matson jumping out to a 3-car length lead. 35 of Otto jump in behind the 05 of Bailey Curry on the bottom. 43 of Mosier up top. 09 of Dave Matson had the 89 to the inside. Floated up toward the middle, and the 89 put the nose there 89 going to the apron to avoid contact, as now the 89 is trying to drift up into the second lane. There's a car there, and they're 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide through the tri-oval. Big bump from the 18 of Randy Caldwell. Gets the rear end of that 89 out of shape, but 89 pushing 43 out of that second groove. Caldwell had the 89 clear, but he will not deposit himself down in front of the 09 of Dave Matson. He's content to ride in that second lane, but back and forth across the deck with that machine is at 18 of Randy Caldwell. Now the big push, big run on the bottom goes the 09 of Dave Matson. Same time, a big run in the middle. Now that third groove, Sam Green, Paul Smith, 43, Kelvin Mosier. Now Klusterhuis, the 94 machine, he'll join the party in that third lane. Things heating up as the laps tick off. We'll get 12 to go this time by. 05 of Bailey Curry has put that car second lane in line on the bottom. Big run there from the 89 of Matt Quick. They continue with Mosier and the 21 of Sam Green. 18 of Caldwell ducking out again. Now leading 89 of Matt Quick will go to the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll deposit himself and take over sole ownership of that P1 position. And getting a big push out is the 89 from the 09 of Matt Quick. Got one hard in the wall. He's across the racetrack contact. The 12 of Paul Smith. They're still wrecking back there. 13 Klusterhuis. 2 of Alex Little. Twelve of Paul Smith was hard in the outside wall. On board the 36 of Trassenot. Unfolds in front of him. Oh, another evasive move there. Not making. Still remnant crash from the 12 of Paul Smith getting into the outside retaining wall. It ended down here in the tri-oval. So watch it all unfold here. Oh, the 13 of Klusterhuis nowhere to go. Then the 12 just drives back down and takes him. Again, the 6 of Kyle Weatherman goes through. So Matt Quick, your leader. And winner, the Hollywood 150 at Auto Club Speedway back on August 31st. Already one win under his books. Under his belt. Only two-time winner so far this year is the 6 of Kyle Weatherman. He took the victory August the 10th at California's Irwindale Speedway. Then again, last week, the World 200 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Swept it. Got the pole and the win. All 5 races with 5 different winners. We had our first repeat last week with Kyle Weatherman. Don't forget, we'll come back here tomorrow night with our premiere series. The Dixie 199. Just as exciting. Andy Caldwell picking up the win at Auto Club on September 1st, and did it again last Tuesday night on September the 8th. Charlotte Motor Speedway, going back to back. Saw 3 different winners in the first 3 races, and then our first repeat, Randall Caldwell, going back to back. Move on to the Dixie 199, and don't forget, September the 22nd, that'll be Tuesday, September 22nd, we'll run twin 100s at Pocono Speedway. It'll be 40-lap twin races for our Premier Series. The Ryan Sadusky Memorial 100. Then for our Rush Series schedule, we'll run 60 laps for the Pennsylvania 150 next Monday night. That will be the end of the round of 12. Cut them down to 8 and head off to Mid-Ohio Sports Car. Full course. Ohio 100 be 30 laps, caution free. End out the round of 8 will be the Volunteer 150 at Bristol Motor Speedway. 150 laps. Around the last great Coliseum. We're down to 9 laps to go here at Talladega Superspeedway. That quick, Dave Matson in row number 1. Row number 2, Caldwell and Curry. Row 3, the 33 of Josh Cully. 43 of Kelvin Mosier. For row number 4 will be the 21 Sam Green. 35 of Sawyer Ott to the outside. Caution laps definitely helping these guys make it to the end. Pace car getting ready to duck off. Two cars out of the race, the 2 of Alex Little, 46 of Vince Wood. Back on the hammer goes the 89 of Matt Quick. Ian Caldwell get a good jump on Cully and the 09. 05 of Bailey Curry trying to get that machine up and rolling. Caldwell thinks about going to the outside. He'll stay on the back deck with it at 89. 33. And the 09 will tuck in. See the damage on the back of the 33 machine. That damage coming on green flag pit stops. Early in the race, our first pit stop of the night. Now the 09 Dave Matson has his nose tucked out for that second lane. Nobody going to go with him at the moment. Here comes Bailey Curry in the 05. Got 8 laps to go, coming to 7 to go this time by. 81 of Donnie Davis jumps up behind the 35 of Sawyer Ott. 21 Sam Green goes to the top. They'll fall in behind the 09 of Dave Matson. Now to the third lane goes Sawyer Ott, followed by the 81 of Donnie Davis. Caldwell and Matt Quick still 1 and 2 on the bottom. The third in lane is the 33 of Josh Cully. 05 Bailey Curry, 4th in line. Dave Matson getting a good push there from the 21 of Sam Green. 89 of Matt Quick. Had a run there off the nose of the 18 of Caldwell. He'll get a nudge out front. Caldwell drifting up just a bit. Gather it back in. He may be trying to get air to the front of that machine. Set up for a few laps of pushing. Third lane goes the 35. No help. Kelvin Mosier trying to come quickly. 18 and 09 get close as 35 of Ott finds an opening, jumps back into that second lane. Kelvin Mosier's now left out into no man's land. High, wide, and handsome on the speedway. Caldwell still all over the back deck lid. Now Sawyer out. Donnie Davis to the outside third lane. They'll have a third helper as Davis is loose on the outside. They'll lose contact right at 35 and momentum as they enter the sucker hole. They'll drop back. They'll try to regroup and regain. 87 of Rittenauer out there by himself in that third lane. Davis thought about vacating the third lane. He'll stay with Ott at the moment. They both drop into the second lane. 21 Sam Green. 19 of Donald Sadusky, third car in line on the top side with 5 laps to go down the back straightaway. To be quick, Matson, your front two. 09 all the way down, almost contact with the 89. 19 puts the 21 3 wide. He's up. Here comes the 43s around. 87 of Rittenauer involved. Fifth caution of the night will come as they go across the start-finish line. 4 to go. This will definitely go into overtime. See how this transpired. Starts with the 19 of Sadusky, putting himself in the middle. Makes contact with 21. Jedlicka gets involved. Sawyer involved. Schroman involved. Everybody else stacking up down below him. 82 of Jedlicka comes across. Roger Debo making it through there. On board with 25 of Roger Debo. Fifth caution of the night for 15 laps so far. Overtime for the Alabama 186. That quick, Randy Caldwell still holding on to the first 2 spots. Dave Matson, Josh Cully in row number 2. Bailey Curry, Donald Sadusky, row 3. Sylvain Jolly, Roger Debo, row 4. John Garrett, Donnie Davis in row 5. Row 6 will be Brandon Clutches and Joey Gase. Row 7, Christopher Gale, David Jedlicka, row 8. Patrick Link Anderson, row 9. Tressenant Mononraman, row 10 will be Kyle Weatherman, Sawyer Ott. Row 11, Daniel Atkins, Sam Green. Row 12, Rittenauer, Mazur. Row 13, Adam Schroen, Matt Hendricks. Row 14, Paul Smith and Matt Klusterhood. Lights have been extinguished at the top of the hour. Racing.com Ford Mustang. 1 to go. 1 green, white, checkered attempt. If the drivers make it back to the white flag, we will race back to the checkered. If the caution comes out before the leaders receive the white flag, the race is over. 1 green, white, checkered attempt. This is the Iron Thunder Racing Network overtime. Pace car checking out. Matt Quick, Randy Caldwell, ready to bring the field back to life. Green, white, checkered attempt. Coming at you from Talladega Superspeedway, the Alabama 186. Ready to be decided here and now. Green in the air, good restart by both cars on the front row. 09 of Dave Matson struggles just a little bit as the 33 of Cully. He is going to dive all the way to the bottom. He'll jump in behind Matt Quick. No help for Randy Cotto on 18. He'll have to rely on the side drive. Here comes Sadusky. He jumps up to the top. The 09 of Dave Matson almost makes contact with him as they work their way down the back straightaway here. 18 of Caldwell now with a big push from the 19 of Sadusky. Momentarily had that car out in front. As the 18 leads right now, here comes a charge from the bottom side of the 89 of Matt Quick. He'll pull alongside. He'll put a nose out. Can we make it back to the white flag under green flag conditions? 2 by 2, 3 rows deep, nose to tail, make it 4 now. As we work our way through the tribal here, we'll see the white flag from the flag stand. 1 lap to go. Winner takes all. Here we go. We'll race back to the checkered. Whatever happens as the 19 gets swirly. He'll hold on to it. They're still 2 by 2, 3 rows deep. Bailey Curry on the outside looking in. Caldwell looking for that push. 33 of Cully trying to give it to the 89. 09 Dave Matson wants to go somewhere, but nowhere to go. Bailey Curry makes it 3 wide. He'll push to 25 of Diebold up into the third lane. He'll push to 19 of Sadusky. Sadusky comes down. He makes contact with a 33. 33 holds it. Sadusky wild into the 09 of Dave Matson. It'll be the 89 of Matt Quick. 18 Randy Caldwell. Well, either one of them try to make a move. Caldwell to the outside. He'll inch up, but not. Oh, not quite enough at the end. It's Matt Quick in the 89 taking home the win. Randy Caldwell going to be scored in the second spot. And third will be the 25 of Roger the Dodger Diebold. Good finish. '89 Matt Quick, your winner. Work on getting these bad boys up in the booth while Matt Quick goes and does his thing on the front straightaway. All right, we'll get the third place finisher, 25 of Roger the Dodger Diebold. Joining me up in the booth, the driver of the 25 machine, Roger the Dodger Diebold, able to dodge some out there tonight and take that hardcore fishing game machine and put it on the podium. Kind of crazy finish right there at the end, and was hoping we'd make it back to the white flag and see what everybody had to throw at the 89 of Matt Quick, as we know he's always good when it comes to the restrictor plates. But was up front most of the night. Thought we might have seen a little bit of pit strategy going there, but we know here cautions breed cautions, and was a little far-fetched at hoping we could see that one go green all the way to the end after that last pit stop cycle. But nonetheless, was an exciting finish and well fit here for our first round of 12.
Yeah, man, it was fun. I'm surprised we actually got a lot more green flag racing than I anticipated, and we just got real tracks and awesome job by my. I gotta give a big shout out to my spotter Ben. He did an awesome job for me. Big thanks to him. Hardcore fishing.
Coming in tonight, the only driver finishing ahead of you in the point standings was that of Matt Quick, so be a good points night, and we'll as Matt will punch his ticket to the next round, and we'll move on next week to Pocono and see what you can do for him there, and hopefully we can get you from the victory lane this time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like Pocono. It should be a fun race.
All righty, man. We appreciate you. Good luck, and look forward to having you back.
Thank you, buddy.
Right now, we'll speak with the 18. The driver of the 18 machine, Randy Codwell. On a hot streak, man, 2 in a row over in the Premier side. Jump over here in the Rush side and challenging for the lead and up there most of the night and able to forego some pit strategy there that we thought we may see come at the end. You and Matt Quick, seemed like you two guys worked good together most of the night and damn sure gave a good clean run right there to the end. Congratulations on P2 and putting this one to bed.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it was. I don't really like these open races, but I mean, kind of fun. But yeah, quick drove a good race and just kind of bided our time, ran together, and it all worked out in the end. And that last all 4, they started wrecking behind us. So I think we may have had a shot at if I had that outside lane push, but I think we'll take a second position to Matt.
It's got to feel good, to have, finish behind somebody with the caliber of these super speedway races as Matt does. And I know I'm pretty sure I've heard some stories of the Codwell is pretty good on super speedways as well. But, we'll not if you needed any more momentum over in the Premier side, but this will definitely tack on to it as we'll come right back here tomorrow night. We'll all be on the same setup. Is there any strategy or anything you learned from the night that may help you play into tomorrow night?
Not really. It's more just getting lucky with the cautions, and there's a little bit of strategy, but it'd be a strategy if I gave it up. So I'll keep it to myself, and we'll try and 3 in a row tomorrow, and hope we can at least finish top 10. But yep, can't give up my strategy just yet. I'll give it up tomorrow night if we come out on top.
All righty, man. Well, we do appreciate you taking the time out and running with us and joining us up in the booth after the race. We look forward to tomorrow night, and we'll definitely be pulling for you up here to see 3 in a row. I know it's a tough place to go get 3 in a row, especially with how things kind of run the course here at Talladega. Sometimes you got to be just as lucky as you are good. But nonetheless, man, congratulations again, and we look forward to speaking to you tomorrow night.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Righty, that was second place finisher Randy Codwell. We're going to bring up the 89 of Matt Quick. All righty. Joining us in the booth now, the 89 of Matt Quick. Man, I tell you, heck of a race. We saw a lot of green flag runs, more than I sort of expected to begin with, and cautions there at the end. Our last set of green flag stops, that caution came out. Was kind of hoping for a green flag run to see what everybody had on the table, and unfortunately that didn't in the best of your favor there, and was hoping for you guys to be able to race back to the checker, and we got that. And Codwell seemed to work with you well and gave you a good clean race all the way to the end there, just edging them out there just probably by a full nose there, man. Congratulations on another Superspeedway win.
Oh, man, the strategy worked to perfection. I think I waited too long to qualify, and I got to the tribal and the qualifying was over, so I started like 21st, it looks like. And so I was like, all right, I'm just going to ride about 3/4 throttle. I kind of saw how the fuel situation was going to go, so I was keying off of when everybody started diving on to the bottom line, go to the second line and just try to pass everybody. And Randy went with me. So we would zoom on the second line. I gained because I think the first one we were running about 24th, 25th. And then we zoomed all the way to the top 6 or as they're pitting. And then we just kind of rode that. And that first caution came out right in the middle of the cycle there as we're on pit road. And then the second time it happened, we were about to pit, and we had to coast that sucker all the way around. We dropped some people lap down unfairly, I guess, or whatever. But we likely had enough. I know Ray had a pit there, so he got the EOL. And then from there, I knew I could make it on one stop, and that's what we were trying to do. And I just kept topping off through all that. And as soon as the caution came out, I knew I was gold. And then I knew if there was a green light trick, I needed to save a little bit more, and just kind of depended if we got the next caution, and that was good. There, we just right out front after riding the back all day long. So good stuff. Randy and I worked very well. He had the chance to go for the win there, and I mean, like I said, with teammates, all bets are off out to turn 4 there, and 1 to 3. It looks like there was some action behind us, and I'm just thankful that Randy and I were unscathed.
And we move on tomorrow night. You know, Randy, 2 in a row, trying to make it 3 in a row, and a tough place to do it. You know, at Talladega. Man, tonight I just seemed like that second lane wanted to, or that third lane wanted to pop up there a little bit. We saw a lot of drivers. We know just the nature of these cars. Sometimes, you know, they're just, for whatever reason, they tend to uncork one for no reason whatsoever. So we saw some guys being pretty cautious about ducking out, making sure they got clean air to the front as often as they could. But, you know, to run as many green flag laps as we did, there was a lot of aggression. I don't know if you were able to see it, but guys would kind of tuck out to get that air, and the other guy would kind of just stick his nose in there and let her be. I know we've seen, I believe it was the 09 moved up a little bit there toward the end of the race. Not something you want to do while leading, especially with the 89 of Matt Quick there. And you gave him all the room he could, even got down below the yellow line, and definitely saved his night for sure.
I hadn't looked at the replay yet, but I didn't go on the yellow until he came down on me, right? I mean, I wasn't trying to pass him under there, right? I didn't see the replay yet, but I tried to give him a break there because I really didn't want to wreck. I mean, I did not want to wreck, and I thought he was going up to block the second lane, so I was like, all right, I'm taking it. And I was going to run off of 2, and it is what it is. But he didn't die, so that's what counts. And, yeah, I got that first round waiver now through the chase or playoff or what you're going to call this now. And, yeah, I don't have to worry about, I think, the next race. I'm good. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 races around. Yeah,
we'll go to Pocono, and that'll drop us down to 8 after Pocono. So you'll be able to head into Pocono and let it all hang out, man. And definitely going to be exciting to go back to Pocono. And then when we go with the Premier side, we'll actually have twin 40 lappers on the Premier side at Pocono. So it'll be definitely a nice week and a little change of pace, so to speak, as having 2 40 lappers. That'll be the first time in ITRL history that we run twin races for a regular show. So that'll be definitely awesome to see.
Well, the biggest thing about tomorrow night, I know I just kind of skipped a little bit there, but it's going to be a little bit different because, one, it's fixed sets, and those cars are a little bit easier to push. These speed cars or Xfinity cars, or what you want to call them, they kind of get a little edgy depending on your set and all that stuff. And these with the A car, you can push each other in the turns and all that stuff. So I'm expecting a whole lot of different race tomorrow. It's probably going to be a wreck fest early, but see, because I'm sure the room's going to get maxed out, and then there we're just going to be kind of trying to not die. And I got to give hats off to Randy the last 2 weeks. He's achieved the not die part, because I think in California he was 2 laps down, if I'm not mistaken, and he worked his way up, and then he topped off, and he charged to the field at Auto Club there, as I was trying to save fuel, but he won that race. And last week, I mean, he was one of the few that didn't die, and he edged out Kevin Hash, if I'm not mistaken. So Randy, I mean, he just joined the service in like April, so he's a force to be reckoned with, and I'm happy to be called my teammate. And we'll have Ray tomorrow. We'll see what 3 of us or whatever can do tomorrow. And there.
I tell you what, man, we look forward to it, and as always, anytime the 89 shows up at the Superspeedway, we know to keep an eye out, no matter where he is on the racetrack. And I know Ray will be somewhere not too far behind. I know he'll be disappointed with tonight's finish, so he'll be able to look to redeem himself. And the cream, as always, will rise to the top, man. And hopefully might make it 2 wins in a row and take one from the premier side tomorrow night. Good luck.
I would definitely put my money on the 87 there. He's pissed off tonight, so I think Ray Rittenhauer is the person to watch out tomorrow. He is very smart when it comes to this crap, and I want to try my best. I mean, I'm hoping for top 5s. That's kind of what I go for. If wins happen, great, awesome. It is what it is. But we'll see what happens. Thanks to everybody who puts this on. Thank you for commentary during the race. Thank you for Sawyer for putting on for all the bull crap and all that stuff. And thank you for dang it, what's his name? The admin, the pit watcher guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Dylan,
I'm so sorry, Dylan. You're watching this, Dylan. I can't believe I forgot your name. The Count. Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, man. Good luck. Alrighty, that was your winner. 89 of Matt Quick. Always awesome to be able to speak with Matt. Been with us, I believe, since the beginning here. But he notches another win in his Iron Thunder Racing League career. And always nice to speak to him. As we really look forward to tomorrow night. We'll get these, as he said, we'll get the A cars out here and we'll see a little bit more pushing and a little more aggression. Hopefully we can avoid those cautions like we did tonight. Hats off to those drivers. Wound up with 5 cautions. And green-white checkered finish. Got to run to the end. And appreciate all 30 drivers that showed up tonight. And we look forward to having a full field tomorrow night. Look for 43 drivers. Hopefully we can stay in the 40s. We have had a field of 42 cars is the least we've seen. That was last week as we had full fields the rest of the season. We'll put Talladega Superspeedway to sleep and we'll come back hard at you tomorrow night for the Dixie 199. Make sure you tune in. Same place, same time. See if Matt Quick can sweep the week or if Randy Caldwell can go 3 in a row. It's going to do it for us here at the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Big thanks to Sawyer Out for putting this on. Dylan Hell for adminning up in the tower. And all you drivers that show up each and every week from 1st to 43rd. We appreciate you. We appreciate our viewers for tuning in. We look forward to coming back at you tomorrow night. We'll start the qualification at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And depending on what transpires around 9:05, 9:15, somewhere in that area, we should see green flag fall. Y'all keep showing up. We'll keep showing out. Good night, everybody, from Talladega Superspeedway. The Iron Thunder Racing